You've probably had this moment before. You're pumped up after a podcast, a YouTube video, or a quote on Instagram. You decide this is it. You're finally going to change. And then, a few days later, the fire's gone. Motivation disappears, and you're right back where you started. Why does that happen? It's not because you're lazy. It's because of a powerful brain chemical that's secretly running the show, dopamine. In this video, we'll break down how dopamine controls your motivation, why it's not your fault that you keep falling off, and, most importantly, how to beat the cycle. The truth about motivation. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Motivation is unreliable. It spikes when something feels new, exciting, or emotionally charged, but it fades fast. That's why New Year, New Me energy usually dies out by mid-January. The problem isn't that you don't want to change, it's that you're relying on a system that was never meant to last. To understand why, we have to look at the science of dopamine. What dopamine really is, most people think dopamine is just the pleasure chemical. But that's not exactly true. Dopamine isn't about pleasure, it's about anticipation. It's the feeling you get before you get the reward, not after. When you crave a slice of pizza or get excited about a new fitness challenge, that rush of energy, that's dopamine firing in your brain, driving you toward a goal. It's nature's way of motivating you to chase rewards, food, sex, achievement, even likes on social media. But here's the catch. The dopamine trap. Why you burn out. The dopamine system wasn't built for modern life. Back in the day, we had to hunt, build, and struggle for rewards. Now, we get instant dopamine hits all day long, from scrolling, snacking, binging, and multitasking. Your brain is constantly being flooded with quick, easy rewards, and the more hits you get, the more your brain gets desensitized. This means when you try to do something long-term, like build a habit, start a business, or get in shape, your brain doesn't get that same rush, so it stops caring, and you stop showing up. How to break the cycle. The way out of this isn't to chase more dopamine, it's to build a system that works even when dopamine isn't high. Here's what actually works. 1. Build identity-based habits. Don't just chase goals, become the kind of person who shows up daily. Motivation fades, but identity sticks. I'm someone who trains. I'm someone who writes daily. Anchor your habits in who you are, not just what you want. 2. Lower the barrier to entry. Make the habit so easy, you don't need motivation to start. 1 sentence, 1 push-up, 1 deep breath. It's about consistency, not intensity. 3. Delay dopamine. Reward the process. Celebrate showing up, not just outcomes. Check off your habit tracker. Reflect. Share your progress. Let your brain associate the effort with reward. 4. Reduce dopamine overload. Elsewhere, cut back on the instant gratification stuff. Endless scrolling, junk food, binge watching. Your habits need room to become rewarding again. Rewire your brain for long-term motivation. Here's the good news. Your brain is built to adapt. It's called neuroplasticity, and it means you can literally train your mind to stay focused and motivated over time. The more you show up, even when it's boring, the more your brain starts associating those habits with pleasure. That's how you turn discipline into desire. It's how you escape the dopamine trap and finally stay consistent. If you've been stuck in the cycle of starting strong and crashing later, it's not because you're weak. It's because your system isn't built to last. But you can fix that by understanding your brain, managing dopamine, and building habits rooted in identity, not hype. Want more science-backed strategies like this? Subscribe to Next Me Project and start building the next version of you, one intentional step at a time.